Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and in this video today, we're going to be talking about how the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have reached out to Richard Sherman and the quote that Bruce Arians gave today in regards to that report. But if you guys are new here, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button if you do enjoy these types of videos, and leave your thoughts on this Buccaneers Richard Sherman situation down in the comment section below. And I do want to say, first things first, it was reported yesterday on September 19th, I believe basically right before the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game, that the Buccaneers had reached out to Richard Sherman. I believe NFL Network had reported this, and a lot of people were talking about it. Even in the game reaction live stream, a lot of people were saying, James, did you see that the Bucs reached out to Richard Sherman? Whoa, does this mean that we are going to sign him? And we're going to talk about that in this video today. But for those of you who do not know, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had reached out to Richard Sherman, I believe very shortly after the Sean Murphy-Bunting injury had occurred. They had called him. I don't know what they said in that phone call one way or the other, but the point is that contact was made, which is, I guess giving some hope to all the people who want the Buccaneers to sign Richard Sherman. And it's led a lot of people to ask that question, should they bring him in? Will they bring him in? How will they bring him in? And I have a quote here from today with Bruce Arians where a reporter had asked Bruce Arians on if there is a scenario in which the Buccaneers would sign Richard Sherman. And Bruce Arians' answer was this: General Manager Jason Licht has reached out. He's got other things going on too. It's just a matter of I coach the ones that we've got and I let him handle the rest of that. We'll kick the tires on some other guys too. It's just a matter of we'll talk and see. If it's the right fit, it's the right fit, and we'll move on it. So Bruce Arians definitely left the door open in regards to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers bringing in Richard Sherman. One important thing to note here is, he's got other things going on too. This is in regards to Sherman. He's had contact with other teams. I believe the 49ers and the Seahawks are also interested in the services of Richard Sherman. That can talk about that. Other things can also mean off-the-field stuff that he has going on in regards to just some of the off-field issues that he has been dealing with as of late. For Bruce Arians to say it's just a matter of I coach the ones that we've got and I let Jason Licht handle the rest of that, I don't know if I fully believe that, because I definitely know that Bruce Arians has been in some personnel decision moves in the past. So just for him to kind of put up his hands and say, hey, I don't deal with any of that, I don't know if I believe that. That just might be Bruce trying to kind of shift away here. But I think another big line is Bruce Arians saying, we'll kick the tires on some other guys too. It's just a matter of we'll talk and see. If it's the right fit, it's the right fit, and we'll move on it. And you have guys who are already there with Jamel Dean, with Ross Cockrell. D. Delaney hasn't really seen any playing time. And then on the practice squad, you have Herb Miller, who has been there, and more recently, the Buccaneers added Pierre Desir to the practice squad of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We talked about this move. He's a strong veteran cornerback. He's been around the league for a handful of years. He's in his late 20s. If he can work out, that also might be an answer that would not have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers attempting to sign Richard Sherman. But Bruce Arians definitely left the door open. He said that they're going to talk about it. If it's a right fit, it's a right fit. What does that mean? I think that means more than just a scheme fit. I think that means, what is Richard Sherman's role going to be? Is he going to be the number 2 corner? Is he going to be like a third corner? What position, what role are they going to have for him? And is that something the Buccaneers are going to be okay with? Is that something Richard Sherman is going to be okay with? There are a lot of variables. There are a lot of parts here that have to be considered. Bruce Arians said that Jamel Dean played very well in week number 2 versus the Falcons. Is that something that is going to mean that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers aren't going to pursue Richard Sherman? What happens when Sean Murphy-Bunting comes back from his injury if the Buccaneers decide to sign Richard Sherman? Would Sherman be okay being on the bench? Would Sean Murphy-Bunting or Jamel Dean have to be benched in that kind of scenario? There are a lot of questions. And right now, this situation, it's definitely up in the air. The door is open for Sherman, I think, to sign with this team. Bruce Arians has definitely left that door open. They're going to talk about it. They will see. But right now, I don't think it's a slam dunk that Sherman is going to be a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. If I had to give it like a percentage, and I am terrible with these types of things, keep in mind, I'd probably give it like a 20% chance, is what I would say. They've made the contact, they've done their due diligence, they've kicked the tire on Sherman, they've kicked the tires on some other guys as well, like Pierre Desir. They liked what they saw from Jamel Dean in week number 2. There's so many different factors here. There really are. And I think that this is going to have to be a scenario where we will wait and see. But I will say the odds of him have certainly gone up since the last time. The odds of him signing to this team have gone up since the last time I talked about this topic. So, what do you guys think about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers reaching out to Richard Sherman? Do you think that they will ultimately sign him, or do you feel they will opt to go for guys like Jamel Dean, Ross Cockrell, maybe promote Pierre Desir from the practice squad? Give me your guys' thoughts on that. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.